أستاذي الخميس عنا امتحان التكنولوجي.
نو أجلناه للخميس اللي بعد next week. ماشي.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, but guys, next Monday we do not have school, okay? So the quiz will take place next week, and it will be most likely about like the three lessons. So now we're going to start with the third lesson. So we will not be actually doing revision for the quiz. But if you do have any question, please let me know, okay? Okay, guys, you are now familiar with my quizzes. You know how it should be. You just need to enter your code.org and practice to be familiar with the shapes and comments that you have to do, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. So let's get started. So we're going to start using codes to draw and will not be using drag and drop, okay? We will be learning more about these. So we have the fill, we have the ellipse, and we have the rectangle, okay? We will be learning about them later on in this lesson. So I just want you to know some.
بس أنا عملت البلاننج الدرس اللي أخذناه هذيك الويك عملت.
هلا we're starting new one.
Okay.
Okay. So some important vocabs that I want you to know. A bug. Do you know what's a bug?
What's a bug?
Yes, B-U-G.
Says I know it's a bug.
What's a bug?
It's something that I don't know how to explain it. Doesn't work.
Okay,
Like,
so it's an
if there's
error.
error basically.
Okay, so it's an error. Okay. So a bug is an error. This is something you need to be very aware of. Bug equal error. It does not equal okay, so debugging. Do you know what's a debugging? You can read the definition. Finding, fixing problem in algorithm or program, okay?
It says?
Okay.
Yes. As a definition, yes, Lamar.
Fixing the bug.
I thought
Bug, exactly. Okay. Okay, I'm going to write after. A program is actually what we do. Okay, I'm not going to go with the definition. So it's an algorithm that has been coded into something that run into by machine. So let's talk a little bit about debugging. So we said debugging is finding and fixing errors. Okay. This is the actual definition of debugging. Do you think, first question, debugging is an easy procedure or hard?
it says for a computer. No, I think no.
So Lamar, do you think this is easy or hard? Lamar. طب Adam Hajaji, do you think debugging is easy or hard?
Easy.
So Adam Hajaji is saying easy. So let's write one here. Adam Hayek.
Easy.
كمان easy. علي نصر الدين.
Easy.
Easy. Adam, okay, already Adam Hajaji said. Aya Shahime, do you think this is easy or hard?
Hard.
Hard. Aya will say hard. Mia Hassan.
Yes.
Do you think debugging is easy or hard?
Hard.
Okay, so let's write here 3 of students are Eileen easy, 2 are Eileen hard. Hassan Sroor, do you think debugging is easy or hard?
Easy.
Easy. Okay, غلطت يمكن السؤال. كرم عطوة, do you think debugging is easy or hard?
أستاذ
Debugging, do you think it's easy or hard?
أستاذ هلا فتت كانت
طيب.
فين؟
كارلو Carlo, are you there? Michael, سامعيني guys or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, Michael.
Yes.
Okay, debugging is easy or hard? In your opinion?
Easy.
Easy. طيب. صاروا 5 قايلين easy. نورا الرصاص. ساري شهاب.
I would say hard. It's not easy.
So زينب عاصي.
Hard.
Hard. Lamar Safi Din again.
أستاذ
Yes.
أستاذ now I joined.
It's fine.
أستاذ ما بعرف إذا سهل.
We're just starting. Yeah, I did write the definition of debugging. It's finding and fixing errors in the program. Okay, so
okay.
let's talk about in a program. Okay. So I have 5 students who said easy, 4 said hard. Okay. So let's go with the students that said easy. Why do you think debugging is easy?
Because I think it's hard, not easy.
ما قلت easy هلا مش حنقدر نعمل switch. خلينا نفكر بالstudent that they are stuck with their decision. So why do you think debugging is easy? No answer. So top guys who said hard, why do you think debugging is hard?
It says I have an answer.
Yes, sorry.
So if there's a problem, you have to find the problem, which I think quite takes time to find the problem, and then you're gonna have to fix it. Fixing it isn't easy.
So actually debugging goes through different steps. It's not only one step. Okay, so I'm going to open now an actual code for you, a very long code, and you will see what do I mean by actually. So this is not it. So now let's take a look at this application. So this application consists of more than 100 files, and each file has a lot of coding inside it. Okay, you don't have to actually pay attention to the codes, but imagine that this application has an error inside it. Do you think it's easy to track this error and find it?
No.
So it's very complicated. It's not just hard, it's very complicated. Okay? In programming, there are specific people who have like special talents to find and errors and fix them. Okay? So in so let's say, for example, in companies such as Facebook, there are a specialized team only for debugging. This team will always be testing and trying some pages, some codes to see if all codes and if all algorithms are actually working perfectly. Okay? And it costs so much money. So building an application is complicated, but actually fixing and finding errors inside this application is much more complicated. Okay?
So it's basically hard, right?
It is hard. It is very complicated, not easy. It takes sometimes
But
it takes.
I feel like for experts, it's easy.
Even for experts, it's hard. I'm talking from my own experience.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it takes us more than 1 month to find the error. Sometimes it depends on the error. Okay. Have you heard sometimes of an application that crashes or goes down?
Ustaz, yes.
Yes.
Games crash.
Okay. Do you know why the application or games crash?
Errors. Ustaz, errors.
One issue.
This is because of a bug. Okay, so we call it a bug in programming. Okay, so when a bug or an error appears, the application will not actually work properly. This is why sometimes it crashes. Okay? Okay, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
Ustaz.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit in time, 2 or 3 weeks before the WhatsApp was actually stopped. WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Can you remember?
Yes.
Why do you think all these applications, okay, all these applications belong to one company? This is something that you need to know. Facebook, Insta, and WhatsApp all belong to one company, okay? What do you think happened when this application stopped working?
The electrical communication stopped.
Okay, so they had actual error, okay? So this error, they had actual error, okay? So this error led the company to shut down the applications. Okay, so they stopped the application. This is how much complicated it was. And they hired like a complete team to work on this application, okay? So you see, this is serious for applications, especially for applications that is being used by millions of people, okay? Guys, بعدكم هون?
Yeah.
Ustaz.
Okay, so this is just a general introduction. So you guys can actually see that the life of programmers is not as simple as it looks, okay? So let's get started with a basic introduction to GameLab. Now, first thing we will be learning about is rectangle, okay? So we have rectangle and we have X's and Y, okay? So rectangle has two parameters, has X and has Y. What do you think X and Y are?
They are axes.
No, they are the position of where we're going to start drawing the rectangle, okay? Position where we want to start drawing the rectangle, okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Do you remember from last lesson from where do we drag the rectangle? So if we have, for example, this rectangle, I want to draw it. Do you know where the center of this rectangle to drag it and drop it? Can you remember?
Yes, on the top left.
And the top left, okay? So basically the X and Y should refer to what? To the top left. Okay?
Okay.
So if I draw rectangle 0, 0, do you think it will work?
No.
Let's try. It did work. Why it did work?
Oh, 0, 0, it works because it's on the top left and it's in this place.
Okay, you see guys, so 0, 0, it is here, okay? So this is a 0, 0, it's exactly in the top left here. And since the square, we start by it from the 0, 0, it will draw perfectly, okay?
Okay.
So this is something very important. Now let's say I want to draw the rectangle of in here, okay? So in the bottom right, can I do it for 400? So we said already last time that the width is 400 and the height is 400, okay? So if I do rectangle now here, 400, 400, do you think it will work?
Yeah, I think it will. Actually, no.
So 400, 400 is the top bottom right. So 0, 0 will literally start from here and draw the square. 400, 400, from where it will start?
Bottom right.
From here, where the square will be drawn?
In the top left.
No, it will not be actually, we will not see the square, second square. Let's see. You see, there is no square here. Why?
Why?
لأنه the square starts from the top left. If we want to actually see it, we cannot go to the top right. Okay, so here instead of 400, we need to write, for example, 390. 390. This is how we can actually start seeing the square. Okay, so you see? So to make it
Okay.
easier, so we need to write 350 by 350. Now we can see the full square. Okay. So 350, 350 start from here and it draws a square downward. Okay.
Okay.
So the position of the rectangles, the position of X and Y will be the top left of this square. Okay, so let's see it in here a little bit. Now we can see it in here. From the activity, so can you see now? Can you see the squares?
Yeah, we can.
So
Yes.
the main point of this square is the top left. Okay? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can.
so this is the first important note that you need to think about where we start drawing the squares. Okay? So let's move on. So still nothing to do. So let's say I want to change the color of the square. So if I draw, so this first square, let me draw square here, and I draw 200, 200. So this will be in the middle, okay? Almost in the middle. So let's say I need to change this, the color of this square. What do I need to do?
Fill. You have to
Fill
add the
before
fill.
or after?
Before?
Before, exactly. So let's say I want to draw this in yellow, so it will be drawn in yellow. Okay, so, let's draw another rectangle, 300, 300. So I have now another square. Both are in yellow. Okay. So now let's say I want to draw each one of them with different color. What should I do? So let's say second one here, I want it in blue.
It says fill color above the 300.
Exactly. So every time I need to change the color, I need to put the fill and I need to choose the color for it. So let's say blue. Now I have different colors. Okay. So first I choose the colors. Second, I draw the shape that I want. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So again, guys, if you want, you can check this grid. So it can help you drawing exactly where you want to draw the square. So let's say I want this square to start from here and to be drawn in here. So this is position what here? Do you know what the x and y of this?
100.
100, 100. So if I draw 100, 100 here, the yellow square will be up here, okay? So if I want to draw the second square here, for example, do you know what's the position here? So each line is 50. So let's go 50, 100, 150, 200. So this is 250. The x's or y here? This is the x, okay? This is the y. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Yes.
So I put here 250 and it should be, sorry, this is 100, 100. And this is should be 100. Okay, now I will have the two boxes next to each other, each one in different color. Okay, you see? Okay, guys.
Okay.
So let's say I want to draw another one below the yellow here. What should I do? I need to check the x and y. So let's say I want to draw it here. The x, how much it will be? So let's see. 50, 100. So the x will be 100. The y, how much it will be? So this is 50, this is 100, this is 150, this is 200. So y will be 200. Okay, guys?
Okay.
So if I draw another rectangle,
Okay.
100, 200, it will give me another square down the yellow. What the color of the third square will be? What's the color of the third square?
Blue?
Gray.
No, so focus, guys. Did
Is
I
white
change
or
the
blue?
color? It will be blue, yes, because I did not change the color. You see? So it's a blue. If I want to change it, I need to put before it any colors that I want. So let's say red. So now I have three different colors. Okay?
Yes.
So let's say now I want to draw fourth square in here. So that starts from here. So I want you guys to tell me what is the X and what's the Y of it. Yalla, I'm waiting you to answer. If you have the answer ready, raise your hand, okay?
Can you repeat the question?
I want to know if I want to start drawing the square from here, what the x is and what the y, what's the x and y of it.
أستاذ,
That's 250
this is the y and this is
طب
the
200.
x.
عدنان لحظة شوي كلكم ما عادش تعمل شيء بالانيميشن يا عدنان. Okay, I said raise your hand if you have the answer. Hassan Sroor.
250 with 200.
Which 250 and which 200?
The x is 250 and the y is 200.
X 250 and the y 200. Okay? So let's check. So this is 50, 100, 150, 200. This is 250. So this is correct. If we go down now, this is 50, 100, 150, 200. So the answers, the both answers are correct. Okay, so if I put here rectangle 250 by 200, it will draw 4. So what's the color of the 4 square? What it will be?
Red.
Red, exactly. If I want to change it, I need to put here fill. So let's put the green. Now I have 4 different colors. Okay? If I remove the grid, you will see that all of them are perfectly aligned. Okay? Okay, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
can we only draw squares or?
No, yeah, we will go from one shape to another. So, okay.
Oh, okay.
So far with square are you good?
Yeah, it's easy.
Now I'm going to show you a trick. I think you can also add another parameter. So let's say 100 also here by 200. So you see, this is how we draw a rectangle. Now later on you will learn about them, not at this level. So this is just an extra note. So if you add 2 other parameter, it will be about the length and the width of the square. Okay, so now if you put show block, you will see that the first rectangle has 4 parameters, not 2. Okay, but this is not for now, this is for later. Okay, so good.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
So we already talked about the colors. If I want to draw them up, so this is why you need to learn by yourself, by practicing how to draw different squares above each others. I just want to go over the ellipse before the time ends. So now let's look here. We have something called ellipse. Okay, so can you remember from where we start drawing the ellipse? So the ellipse is a circle. From where we start drawing the ellipse?
The center.
From the center, not from the top left. Okay, so this is something that you guys need to be careful about. Okay.
Yes.
So they are different. So let's say, so show grid. Let's say I want to draw the first circle here. Okay. So what it will be the x and y of it?
50-50.
50-50. Okay. So 50-50. Okay. So run. It's perfectly drawn. Okay. So question, can I do ellipse 0, 0? Do you think we will have
Yes.
something on the screen?
On the screen, no, but it will be drawn.
Actually, we will, but would we have a complete circle or no?
No, half a circle.
No.
Not even half, it's a quarter circle. Okay, you see?
Mm.
It's a part of this circle. Okay? So if I want to show the whole circle, can I do 25 by 25?
Yes.
I think it's gonna show half.
It will be. So if I want to draw from the top left, it will be 25 by 25 because the center is here and we have each box is 50 by 50. Okay.
Yes.
Another question, can I do an ellipse of 400, 400?
It will the circle will be seen only.
Can we see the circle? So I'm talking about this top from this side. Okay, so this is the center that I'm trying to reach.
Yes, we can.
Are we going to see a full circle here?
We will see the quarter. We will see the quarter only.
Okay, great. Okay, you see, it's only part of this circle. So if I want the full circle to appear on the bottom here, if I want the circle to appear here, what should I put here? What the x's and y should be?
350, 350.
Nope. 250, 200, 350, 350 will be like this. I want it on the top bottom.
390, 390.
كمان no. يلا extra bonus point للي بيعرفها.
425.
No. So guys, you need to think as the total is 400. So you don't need the 400, you need less than 400, okay?
300. 390.
Nope. ما عادش تتحذر يا كرعون، اعطوني reasonable.
أستاذة 325.
No. Guys,
أستاذ.
before you answer, اسمعوا شوي. Before you answer, give me a reasonable choice. Why did you choose this choice? Hey, Lamar.
أستاذ if we put 300 it will reach the box above, so if we add 25 it will be in the center of the bottom left, the bottom right.
So you're saying 355, 355?
325.
25. No, it's not the correct answer. 325, it will be something here. Anyone want to try?
Yes.
Adnan.
355. 300.
عم بيعطش صوتك عدنان.
355 since the 300.
It's not 355. Anyone else want to try?
Oh.
Anyone? No? It's 400 minus 25, which means it will be 375 for both x's and y. Okay? Now if I run, you see?
Okay.
Let's say I want it here. Can you find the coordinate of this center?
300.
عدنان فكر قبل ما تجاوب. Can anyone know the coordinate? Okay, guys, let's think of the circle like this. So we need to reach, okay, this line. Okay, so this is 100, 200, 300. Then I need to reach the center of the square, which is 25. So now I have 325. Okay, so this is the x is 325. Now same I do with the y. So this is 1, 2, 300. And I need to reach the center here, which is 25, which is also 325. Okay, so if I want to draw the circle here, I want to have a 325 by